Lon Cole finds himself sitting there sometimes. Sitting there, thinking about those things that haunt him.
I don't think you'd ever forget stuff like that.
It's those things he'd rather forget. Impossible to forget.
What is your fear for him?
It's kind of already come.
I did my time in hell.
When thoughts swirl in his head, he knows he needs to grab them, put them down on paper before they disappear.
So your fear is that that blank piece of paper will remain blank one day?
Oh, yes. We seem to get tired more.
Sometimes for this Vietnam veteran, it's hard to keep track.
I've got Parkinson's. I got peripheral neuropathy, diabetes.
PTSD.
And
the things he forgets.
I can't even remember all the things that the doctors tell me I have.
It's a lot of things. A lot.
Alzheimer's.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I had Alzheimer's. Yeah, I definitely got that one.
He has been dealt this hand, and he must live with it.
The hardest part for me is the fear that I'll be a burden to my family. How sad and lonely they will feel.
Lon's wife, Chris.
He realizes now that he's deteriorating a lot more than he ever did.
I'm starting to forget my family's names, calling them by wrong things.
You know, there's good days and there's bad days, and there's even good days and bad days for me where I'm like, nah!
I don't like that.
Why do you write?
I write because it helps me, and then people who read it, it's going to help them. I hope. And sometimes when I write, it's so hard to capture in words to express. It just comes out literally. In words to express. As fast as I can move the hand.
He keeps writing.
Yes. He doesn't write as much.
That scares me, you know, when I totally can't do it anymore.
He knows that day will come.
So freedom would never end.
That his Alzheimer's will get the best of him.
Then I feel like everything's locked up inside of me and I can't express it. And poetry is my one way that I can express a lot. This is a poem I wrote while I was in Vietnam after a few months of being a medic. It's called The Scream of Pain. You hear the scream of pain, you will know a soldier was slain. I was patching up Marines because we got ambushed. You could hear the poor boy cry 1,000 miles. Right away, I had 2 of them die on me. Why so many young men die this old way? It's hard when you lose them and you can't save them. I mean, that's the ultimate agony.
Those memories.
But the pain that comes from it, I'd like to forget. I'm really sorry.
No, of course.
I need a handkerchief.
He still feels that, those losses.
Yeah.
That never goes away, does it?
No, I think, you know, when you see that kind of thing, it really pierces your heart for forever.
The things he remembers.
Life is a gift. It really is.
The things he forgets.
Before I come into the room, and I can't remember why I came into the room.
Lon knows he must write and knows what he must write about.
Hope brings strength and courage to go on.
Messages of hope
I talk about that in my writing.
fill the pages of his life now, his life with Alzheimer's.
We all need hope. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of pain and not too much hope, and so I hope I'll be able to give them hope and ease their pain and brighten their day.
He's determined. Determined to write
Hope is the anchor for the soul.
until he can't anymore.
It lifts you and guides you wherever you go.
John Sharifi,
Having hope is like a breath of fresh air.
King 5
It
News.
drives away fear and erases despair.
The love of boxing
I dream about it.
has brought them here.
You have to be mentally ready.
It's a rough sport.
You'll have good days, you have bad days.
A little bit of nosebleed right here.
If you don't know in your mind that you're gonna win, you lost before the first bell.
Get them talking about it.
I look like the fast-paced environment.
You'll see their eyes light up.
This is the learning stage, the most important part of boxing.
Get them talking about the sport.
You got to push yourself every single day.
You'll soon discover
Personally, I think it takes like a lot of discipline.
they might as well be talking about
It's all what you put into it.
life.
Learn just about everything from boxing.
From him. From his trainer, Brett Summers.
Guess what my job is? To make it more difficult.
Boxing's in Brett's soul. You know, that's his life.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you're a heavyweight, professional, Doc Barron. If you're just starting out, Leslie Hernandez. Brett pushes you to be better.
I push them and they respond and it works.
There you go, see? There you go.
Life lessons.
It's taught me discipline. It's taught me to believe.
Like I said, it doesn't matter who you are.
1, 2, 3,
Even if you're someone who never imagined
9, 10.
you'd ever step into the ring.
Yeah.
That's Suzanne Tidingfong.
How's your left hook?
My right hook is pretty strong. Yeah. Never saw myself boxing.
Never. But now, with Brett's help,
I'm fighting back.
and it feels good. To fight, to feel like you can beat this thing.
I don't feel like I'm a victim. It's easy to feel like a victim when you have Parkinson's.
Parkinson's disease is a neurodegenerative disorder. Symptoms include impaired balance, stiffness, tremors.
My right side, my leg will start shaking. I had my tremors, I had rigidity on this side.
It seems like boxing is so easy. People, oh, boxing is easy. Imagine if you had Parkinson's. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Buzz Tyler doesn't have to imagine.
Right, there you go.
You know, my balance is better, my coordination is a lot better.
Ken Adams doesn't have to imagine.
It's just amazing. When I go home, I stand straight, I have energy.
Start with left, 1.
Suzanne got this Parkinson's group together.
4.
Everybody who comes just loves it. There's no cure, and you know we can hope for a cure, but in the meantime, what can we do?
This.
Back, back, back.
They go at it.
Back, back, back. Okay, ready? Catch me early.
3 mornings a week
There you go, again. Stay there, get down.
at Brett Summers' gym in Arlington.
But you're talking about Parkinson's
I know,
here.
but they're no different than me or you, right? They have a disease. And if I treat them like, oh, you got a disease, let's go easy, what's that gonna do for them? In my opinion, it doesn't help. You guys go first.
I know what you're thinking. It's what Brett Summers was thinking before he agreed to all of this.
Wait, Parkinson's for boxing, that's what you get from boxing.
Muhammad Ali comes to mind, although the jury is still out if boxing was to blame.
He had Parkinson's.
And I mean, I think that's maybe karmically appropriate that it actually can help some of the symptoms too.
I know it's helped them all. Good, don't let your feet click together, keep them apart.
If you just talk to the rehab folks when they're working with people with Parkinson's, it's moving back and forth, moving side to side, going backwards.
And if we go back nearly 40 years, you'll see 2 champs in this picture.
I was the number 1 in the country, yes, number 1 106-pounder in the nation.
The amateur athletic national champ with the heavyweight champ of the world. They met at Muhammad Ali's boxing camp. Brett Summers went on to fight professionally in the super lightweight division, winning 28 fights, 19 knockouts.
My last fight was in, 1987 against Joe Frazier's kid, Joe Frazier Jr. I lost. I said, okay, it's time to get out. 6.
He's back in, helping others
You gonna hit me? Come on.
with his lighthearted approach.
I'll hit you. I could be the stern guy saying, okay, do this, do that. I'm not, I'm the jokester. Can we cut for a minute?
Why are you upset? Why?
Just that I'm helping.
Using your skills to help.
Exactly.
It's about making a difference in our lives, and that's probably where he gets emotional.
Let's back up again.
I tend to get really tense when I jump.
Before Suzanne first stepped into the ring,
I have a hard time switching my feet because my left foot doesn't respond.
before that call to Brett,
It was that one phone call.
One phone call. I felt it was fate.
I said, well, I'm willing to give it a try.
before he said yes,
Okay.
Suzanne needed to get her doctors at UW Medical Center to say yes to this idea. Dr. Andrew Coe.
Obviously, I was thinking, when you say boxing, what do you mean?
Here's what she meant.
It's non-contact, so that has to be very clear. Nobody's hitting anybody in the head.
Do it again, do it again.
Everything but the contact.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dr. Coe gave his blessing.
1, 2.
So I was in favor of it.
Easy decision, actually.
Challenging our balance, our coordination, which are things that you lose with Parkinson's.
That's Roland Campbell,
8.
diagnosed with Parkinson's last year. Here's what you don't know about this 78-year-old.
Not here.
The way doctor told me I didn't have a reverse.
He couldn't walk backwards. Doctors told him,
Don't even try it. You're going to end up hurting yourself by falling.
Just
One big step down, yeah.
look at him now.
Walking backwards, and he can do it. So I think when his neurologists see him, they're going to be very surprised.
For what I do, it's the reward is huge. Look at me. Look at eye contact.
Here's what else you don't know. Roland
anything better to look at?
Yeah. Look at me.
is Brett's uncle.
There you go.
Brett's inspiration
Look at me.
to open his gym to those fighting
You want
Parkinson's.
that? You want that?
That might explain his tears.
It's just that I can help, and that's, people have skills and they take their skills and they do it and then they quit and they don't pass it on.
It is a gift. It's a gift to us, to those of us who have Parkinson's. 9, 10,
That gift
12,
to help them fight this disease
14.
like their lives depend on it.
I want to fight. 17, 18, 19. I really believe that Parkinson's and boxing, it's a match made in heaven.
John Sharifi,
20.
King 5 News.